I'm on the app at the same time every day, I can kind of hit them. But like I said, it's real competitive. And I don't know, thing that's been talked about in this gig economy is bots. I believe a lot of bots are hitting these apps, just like with sneakers and with some of these e-commerce things. A lot of people are using bots to get these on-demand jobs a lot faster. And I'm just something I'm trying to figure out, either to stop it or how I can get into it.
Didn't I see that? It's funny because since Hannibal told me you'd be on tonight, I subbed to your channel, and my feed is probably a lot different than Hannibal's. He gets a lot of the DoorDash and stuff like that. I don't get as much of that. I get a lot of the odd stuff because I do a lot of these other apps. So I've been seeing yours come through, and I was watching one today. I think was Chat GPT.
Yeah.
And trying to grab gigs. And
that was actually a really good. I forgot about that video. I did see that as well, and I did that. I went on Chat GPT and I said, "Give me," I forgot what I wrote, but give me career companies in New York, and they were popping up. I mean, some were old, like some were just old and outdated, but it definitely could talk. Let's jump right in. For anyone who doesn't know what Chat GPT is, it is basically AI chat program. Is a chat bar. You type a question and they will answer it for you. Now, me and Steve have kind of dived into this a little bit. It's not 100% accurate. There's some political leanings in there.
At 2021, so anything after 2021, it doesn't have no clue of what's going on. So
but it's a good assistant on certain things, but you can ask it. You can ask, and I think it's openai.com. They'll say you just go there and you pop the chat up and ask, give me some courier apps and put in whatever you live. And it will put some companies on, and it's 2 years old, but the companies may be still there, and you can find some jobs there. So that's a very valuable video. I remember I watched that video as well. I was like blown away. I was like, there's so many companies just kind of popped up. Some I knew, some I didn't know. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just the new age search engine. And of course, Microsoft, Google, they're trying to get their hands on the best technology with this. So this is where, search is going and how you're going to find things. And pretty soon you're going to see a Chat GPT on your YouTube search icon. It's going to be right there, something similar to it. Some type of AI search is coming to you.
It's like a lazy virtual assistant.
Yes, perfect way of saying it. It's a virtual assistant. And I know a lot of people are worried about it in terms of like your students. Like, we all have kids. And my son is a little, he's a little sneaky. Like, he's doing his homework and he needs he's trying to figure out a question, like, and then he's yelling at Alexa to answer the question. I'm like, son, you gotta figure this out on your own. You trying to get the computer, you know what I mean? But I still think that you still need to know the information on your own, because you will get caught if you rely on AI to answer everything. Because eventually the teacher's gonna like, wow, this is a fantastic essay. Like my son's name is Matthias. Matthias, explain this to the class. This is a brilliant essay, and this boy can't explain it. He's you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be like, well, you're a fraud, right? So you still need to learn it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Dude, I worry about not your son so much. I think your son made the cutoff. I worry about the generations behind him, though.
Well, yeah,
this is only gonna get worse, and like it's kind of like, dude, you don't need to use your brain anymore. Whatever, just plug in and
tell me what I need to think.
I mean,
remember to eat once in a while. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
All right, well, let's talk about the terms of the future in terms of technology with what we do, right? Like, is it going to be as scary, or at least that idea of something being replaced? Not necessarily robots, because I know robots are not necessarily, but is that a concern that a lot of this stuff will be replacing what we do?
This is definitely, of course, you got the Amazon little robots that, deliver the packages. They got those in some cities. I haven't seen those in Atlanta yet, but I've seen those. I've seen some of the robots in the restaurants that serve you pizza to your table. So yeah, technology is coming. You just got to adapt. I've studied stuff throughout history. Technology takes jobs over time, and you just got to kind of adapt. But it's going to get worse, and it's speeding up faster. So, we just got out here and adapt. But the good thing is that robots is still a long way from actually getting out of the car, talking to people, customer service. That's what people still like, and that's what that human experience brings to you. So I don't think that will ever be replaced, and that's something that's going to be key. Having the key people with good customer service still on brands with these gig apps, and that's the people that's going to stay and have success in the future.
I agree. And Gary, I also agree with Gary. Steve does love robots.
Look, I gotta say this. I mean, we talk about it on Driver Nation all the time. I do a Friday night live show with a radio show in Houston. Excuse me, that's for truckers and last mile type people and people who are truckers full time but gig work when they have off hours and off days. But we were going through like the infrastructure of what it's needed for like autonomous truck. I mean, it's so far off, you guys. It's yes, technology is moving beyond a speed we like, and it's scary what's happening, but there's no way of taking the human out of the equation yet. It's not even close. The vehicles aren't even as close as they try and make it sound. They're just trying to prop up their company to make it, look more valuable.
Lay and Pepsi are already having problems with their Tesla trucks.
Yeah.
So it's
I mean, there's we were talking about stories on the radio show not long ago about like how one of the autonomous trucks got the news came up after the fact because it had stopped, and they went up and looked at it, and it had no engine in it. So they had done something where it was like completely fake. Everything they were doing was faked. It had no autonomous abilities. It was basically like a remote control type deal. The thing was just a joke. And I think that's kind of where it's at. And we never talk about infrastructure. Infrastructure is the biggest problem.
Right.
I mean, it's like California putting these crazy dates out when they're going to be fully electric by 2029.
It's not going to happen.
65% by 2025. Okay, well, that would mean a charging station at every person's house, and the governor told everybody on one day to turn their air conditioner off because the grid couldn't hold. So how are you going to charge everybody's car?
Yeah, I guess we still have some time.